So in our previous session we just seen the basic fundamental manufacturing process, which is what do you call that casting, and how the casting has been prepared, what are the preparedness which has to be ready. Okay, so in this way we just need how the casting process has been done, how the mold has been made, and the flow chart of the casting process, which has been seen in many different kind of ways. So in continuation with this previous session, we have to consider the second kind of manufacturing is what do you call the 3D printing. So in casting process, there is, by using the metal we can make it, but in case of 3D printing there is no need of metal. So it is what do you call the prototyping. The prototype has been made. For example, before I enter into the actual manufacturing of the component by using the actual material, it can create huge amount of loss if it was wrong in manufacturing. If the process getting wronged, or if it was operated by unskilled person, maybe the production of the component which has been affected its quality. Okay, so in order to prevent the loss of the production, in order to prevent the cost of making, okay, in order to prevent the huge amount of impact loss to the company, we have to make some prototype for a better understanding purpose. And before we going to make a actual product, better we may getting some prior knowledge about the manufacturing. Once if it was manufactured, we just come across what will be the shape of the final product, and how the shape will be outcome. Okay, and this everything has been clearly studied by through the prototype. Okay, so prototype is not only a process, it helps to reducing the loss, that is a cost reduction. Following that, it can helps to understand the perception of viewing the component before the actual production has been done. It gives the prior knowledge about how the component will be how the component will become by making an actual production once if it was all process done, and what will be their shape, the final view and the final perspective of the object. It gives the clear perception of understanding to the client whatever they require. So that is why we need to prefer the 3D printing. So generally 3D printing is the process that uses computer aided design, which helps to create the objects layer by layer. 3D printing is commonly used in manufacturing and as well as automotive industries, where tools and parts are made using 3D printers. This three-dimensional printing, it is one of the additive manufacturing processes that create the physical object from the digital design. The process works by laying down thin layers of the material in the form of liquid or powdered plastic along with that metal or cement, and then fusing the layers together. So it is similar to the plywood. Okay, so this three-dimensional printing is an additive manufacturing process which creates physical object from the digital design. The process works by laying down the thin layers of the material in the form of liquid or powdered plastic, metal and or cement. Then along with that we need to fusing the layers together in order to achieve the good production. Okay, and this is how the 3D printing has been made. Here this is the process of 3D printing. One is called structuring a three-dimensional object in physical configuration of digital form. So it can be started from 3D CAD file to final physical object. So this is the way of production has been done with the help of 3D printing. So we will see one by one how the process of 3D printing has been made and what kind of resource knowledge that we need to view the 3D printed object.